first confession is about, my new and first girlfriend had an orgasm from kissing and it was amazing. I am 23, recently started dating this amazing woman, F22, and everything is going great. We've only known each other for 2 months, but we were both convinced that we're perfect for each other. Every time we make out, she gets soaking wet in a way that I've never experienced with any other person. She gasps a lot when I whisper what I'm going to do to her on her ear while touching her thighs and then kiss, which turns me on a lot. Yesterday around 2100 hours we went for a drive. When we got to a parking lot, she sat on top of me and we started making out very passionately, lip biting, neck kissing, grinding, lots of caressing on the bum, back, thighs, insane tension, which are a combination of things that get her super horny. She's also very sensitive. About 5 minutes into it she began to moan and breath heavily, telling me to keep whispering to her ear what I'm going to do to her while still kissing. Soon after, she firmly pressed my forearm, pushed me away and was very reddish. I asked her if she was okay and she told me that she just had an orgasm while kissing and to fuck her right there and then, even though it was nearby the police station. I told her to go elsewhere. We did, and it was probably the best sex I had in my life. It was fairly brief, about 5 to 8 minutes, since a few people were coming and going and it was risky, but the things I felt, the way she was moaning, riding me made and giving it her everything, made me helplessly curl my toes. When I got home I was curious and asked her whether she really had an orgasm from kissing. She said yes and that she was confused herself but she loved it. Have any of you ladies experienced this? If so, tell me about your experience and things I should know. Thanks in advance. The second confession is about, I had my first one-night stand and I hated it. A friend's sister reached out to me and she thought I was cute. She made it pretty clear she wasn't after anything long-term. I wasn't comfortable with the idea but I went along with it anyway. We had sex twice and I just hated the whole thing. I know this sounds weird coming from a guy, but I really missed the emotional connection and attachment I had experienced with my ex-girlfriend. That feeling of being safe and warmth just wasn't there. The whole thing was just for the sake of having sex. It just made me realize that I just really miss being in a relationship with a girl I love. Is this normal? And the last confession is about, do you and your partner usually come at the same time? How often do you and your partner come at the same time? My partner has been with well over 100 girls and said that with most of them, they came at the same time. Is this realistic? Or do you think they're just good actors? With me, I feel like he gets a bit confused because sometimes he overstimulates me and plays with me a bit too hard, so then I squirm a bit and move. He also watches porn, which is where I think he learns from. He also tries to go pretty hard when fingering, doesn't do foreplay and likes to have sex hard and fast. Also, my partner has only made me orgasm once, which was with my vibrator in a year and a half.